It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Patriots and the Steelers. And it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. You've got to fight against that. They've got to come out ready to play.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taking in at the 3. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. Former Heisman winner leading them out, the 2-time Pro Bowler in his first 3 seasons, the electric Kyler Murray.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. Oh, what a juke into space. The 40, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. David Montgomery, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick back in 2018 from Wyoming, Josh Allen.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
On first down, Allen. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. That's taken on the 25. Now a hit and a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Play action. Now it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Murray now.
Slant route to Miller.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd to Michelle on the screen. And some room to work. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Got to give the offensive coordinator credit there. He got right into the head of the defensive coordinator because right on the heels of the sack on 2nd down, he figured they were going to come at him hard again. And so he went ahead and hit a brilliant call. Screen pass works well enough. They're able to pick up a first down. That's one way to keep that defense at bay.
Up the middle, Jones.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
To the air, Allen. He's got it to Hilton.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Allen off the play fake. And the reception made by Green. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw, it's Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Derek Barnett, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. An inside give to Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Throwing now is Allen. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Ronald Jones, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. New England's offense set to go. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
They'll start on the grab with Montgomery. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
Room here to run. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
108 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now is Murray. Flushed out right, and he'll just get rid of it. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Murray now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Steelers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up? Now evades the tackler and now some space. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Allen to throw it.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
The Patriots ready to try again on offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
From the 31, Murray. That's caught by Keyshawn Johnson. On the move past the 40. A big play there for New England. 43 yards.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyler Conklin, 26 yards.
And the Patriots have moved out in front.
And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
Now the point after try for Santos. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
DJ Waddle, the outside linebacker, dropping it for a loss of 6. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, and his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. He'll check this one down to Michel. Here's Brett Kern now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Patriots take over. So here are the Patriots to take over. They're looking to bounce back following the loss to Miami a week ago, and they've got the lead right now as they come up with a 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Open man here is Conklin. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now Murray. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. To throw is Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now out come the Steelers.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk.
Well, the ball is out. Michelle lost it, and the Patriots have it.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble.
You see David Montgomery heading back out to begin the drive.
He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Murray's going to keep it again.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
Throw left side, complete to Bird. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. Taking no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Montgomery is into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Santos now to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive. Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It was Daron Payne who got in there to make the play.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Allen. Green brings it in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Complete to Hilton.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Brandon, never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Murray now on first down. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal was a score just before the break, but I'm not sure that a safety was how they expected to do it. But give the defenders credit. They saw how the series was starting out, and I think it increased their intensity. This was their chance to make a huge play before the half, and all they needed was one play to get it done.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. It's taken to the 26.
The Steeler offense set to regain possession. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
On first down, Allen. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
The stretch to right there turned it into a really nice game. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the delay, Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Allen going to throw. Going for it all. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They hand off to their big tight end. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Allen now on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 1. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. Boswell's kick is good, and that lead is back down to 9 now. So if you factor the safety, this is going to be a 5-point swing all told.
And if you're winning, I think you say, fine by me, we'll take it. But when you're losing, I think you have to say, we let a good opportunity get away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for New England. And it's been the running game that's pushed them to this halftime lead. Over 100 yards as a team in those first 2 quarters. And meanwhile, for the Steelers, they didn't have quite the same kind of success running the football. But still, not bad for one half of play.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
They'll go option to the short side. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On second down, it's Jones.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Here's Hallett. To Michel on the screen. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not 1 bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
Here's Brett Kern now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
Shotgun now from Murray.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. And the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Here's Murray. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
Fielded at about the 28. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Now Allen. And caught right side, Green. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 2nd down, here's the option.
And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. To the air, Allen.
And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And there is absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. On play action, Allen.
Open man downfield is Hilton.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there at 22.
1st down picked up by T.Y. Hilton. Now in his 11th season, you have to wonder if we're seeing the finale of a decorated career. 4 Pro Bowls to his credit. He still believes he has a big year left in him.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
They go back to the ground with Jones.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
From the 17, Allen incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. On the right side, caught by Green.
And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
On play action, Allen. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Yeah, Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ronald Jones, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are back within a score.
So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. We're in the process of that kick return. It appears we had an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Murray's throw caught by Bird here.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, New England.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. On 2nd and 9, Murray. His throw incomplete.
The terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Murray to air it out again. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And the Steelers set to take the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen.
He's going to find Edwards open downfield.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle here, it's Hilton.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jones, his third touchdown of the season in this game. And the Steelers have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Ooh, you go big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt is
skirt
filet
steak
at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
Filet, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. New England on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for New England. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter at MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. Allen off the play fake. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
Looking for the crossing receiver. He's got him. This is Hilton. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Allen to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Bobby McCabe.
And the Patriots are right back in this football game.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Finding room at midfield.
A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Well, this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Again, Murray will keep it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Off the option, here's Montgomery.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
They fake the handoff, now Murray.
And that will be incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for New England.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Running right, Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down.
He sets up the screen to Jones. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
Here's Brett Kern now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And they'll begin by running the option.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Murray now. Being chased out left. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Michel. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. That's pulled in at the 32. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need him to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2nd and 5 now. Murray over the middle, and it's incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Murray. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. To throw is Murray.
Montgomery, another targeted catch.
And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole.
Murray
over the middle, it's complete. Touchdown! Anthony Miller from 4 yards out.
And the Patriots have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And crying touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the...
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Some time on the clock, but I still think you keep the extra point there and don't go for two and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time. Why not just take the run and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you want to outside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Josh Allen in the offense now. Down by 1. Less than 90 seconds to go. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot. Now Allen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Connecting with Michelle. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Throwing is Allen. Completes it to Hilton. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call. And it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. One final try here for Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So now it may look bleak, but this one not over. They do have all 3 timeouts.
Even at this point on the field, where it looks like, you're really backed up, hold them to a field goal. That's the mantra right now. You hold them to a field goal, you still got a chance to take care of business on the other end. But you're right, the 3 timeouts are going to be key. How well they use them to preserve clock as well as stopping them, that's the key to giving them a chance to win.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Murray to throw. This is caught, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts them up 7, but now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a 1-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Now the point after try for Santos. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the 6. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Now it's the Steelers' turn. Trailing in this one now. A little over 30 seconds remaining. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Able to find Jones. Oh, and a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Allen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DJ Waddle picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Patriots, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.